Hello everyone, so we are right now just after Yom Kippur, and the question is, so what? What happened? How did you change? Um, what did Yom Kippur do for you? It's not just what you did on Yom Kippur, is what did Yom Kippur do to you? And hopefully you had an experience that was elevating, and you were able to tap really, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tap into our into the source, into our control against the beginning of the year, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. It's 10 days of repentance corresponding to the 10 spheres, the root of all of creation, and we're trying to really change, have a shift of thought of the way we think, so that if we think differently, we'll be able to feel differently, we'll be able to act differently. So we had 10 days, and Yom Kippur was the climax, and we got clean. Hopefully we come out of Yom Kippur feeling clean. There's nothing stopping me anymore. I don't have any boundaries, any barriers, and in my mind, in my emotions, and I am free. It's really an experience of freedom. I've liberated those 10 parts of myself, the 10 spheres, the 10 meters, and now I'm ready to build. Now I'm downloading what I envisioned, my new way to look at the world, my new consciousness, the new way I look at myself. Now I download it. I try to download it into my body, meaning from heaven to earth. Try to download my vision and put it into action. And now that's come Sukkot. So that's what Sukkot is, where now right away I don't want to lose that purity, that clarity, that I'm here as a special, have a special mission. I'm sent by God to make a difference in this world. So Hashem sends me, and I'm ready to make a difference, to change the world. So what we have, Sukkot. Sukkot is we're going into everyday life. We're going and putting a sukkah outside. We're saying, I'm going now down from the cloud, down from being in heaven like an angel, and now it's a transition where Sukkot is not completely in heaven, it's not completely on earth, it's in the sukkah. I'm not in heaven, I'm not on earth, I'm in between. I'm in Gan Eden, the lower Gan Eden. So I'm transitioning, and it's a step process. So because after that we're going to go back into everyday life, we're going to go back to this world, and there'll be no more sukkah. So what we have a sukkah. We built that fantasy world, but not just a fantasy, but a reality world, a fantasy world that is real, where our sukkah is supposed to represent that life with God in Gan Eden. How will we act in a space, in a house, when I feel God's presence? How would I behave? How would I talk, eat, learn, everything, and help? So that's the practice, and we shake those. I made already videos on shaking and all that to explain what it is, but I'm changing the world. Meaning I'm using now my thoughts and emotions, and try to direct them into those items, and use my imagination and use them as weapons, as that I'm the superhero. I'm clean, I'm pure, I'm a very holy soul, and I'm here to make a difference, to change the world. Let's remember that from Rosh Hashanah to Sukkot is just it's 3 steps. We have Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and it's a total of 22 days, 21 days, 3 times 7, but 22 days complete. And we're 22 letters of the alphabet. It's as if we are, taking all the energies of creation, and we know on Simchat Torah, we're going to read Bereshit, we're finishing the Torah and starting again. So we're taking all the powers of creation, all the 22 letters that have in them all the secrets that makes the Sefer Torah, and all the combinations, and we're trying to start that new year with that new energy, that understanding of our responsibility. Rosh Hashanah, from Rosh Hashanah to Sukkot, those are holy days that are meant not just for the Jews but for the world. Rosh Hashanah is the celebration of Adam. Adam is humanity. It's not just the Jew, and therefore was the new year for all of humanity. And we celebrate the king's coronation again, and we go on during those 10 days where we try to, as Jews, practice that awareness, to be and infuse that awareness in ourselves, that consciousness that God is King of the world, and that we have to become His soldiers, and that we have a special mission. And Yom Kippur is more individualized, although it is more for the Jews. It's not just a celebration for the Jews. It is also a celebration for the non-Jew, in the sense that the 10 Commandments were given again on Yom Kippur, and therefore we know the Torah is for all of humanity. The Jews are just here to teach it and to translate it and to inspire the people, but it is a celebration. So the Jew fast, the non-Jew don't fast, because the Jews have to focus on their special mission. And then comes Sukkot. Sukkot, we know also, is not just for Jews, because Sukkot is a time where the nations used to come, and they bring 70. Well, they used to come at the Beit HaMikdash, but we bring 70 korbanot, 70 sacrifices representing the 70 nations. As we know, the 70 nations are represented by the Jewish people, the 70 souls that went into Egypt. The Jews and is the microcosm of the world, and is one of the reasons why we have 70 judges, 71, so that it's not even, but 70 judges that are here really to judge everyone, all of humanity, with their questions. So that's what's happening on Sukkot. It's a celebration where our tent, our sukkah, is open on 4 doors. In a way, we want to invite, if you're Jewish, you should invite non-Jews, and speaks about what it represents. Let's remember that at the end of time, the nations, in general, nations are going to be tested. It says in the Gemara that God is going to give the nations, are going to the heads of the nation, and complain that we didn't get a chance to do the commandments. If you had given the commandments to us, we would have done it. And God gives them, okay, I'll give you one test, and give the test of the sukkah, which they didn't pass. What we're not going to discuss now, but the idea is that the sukkah represents the uniqueness of Israel, to inspire to do something that non-Jews are not here for, but it's our own unique mission to transform this world into a Gan Eden, to welcome others into that paradise. That Gan Eden paradise can be experienced on earth, and then that God is here, is present, is living among us, and therefore we live outside in the wild, and we're not afraid in our little house out there, because this God is, our house is nothing else, its walls is nothing else than the clouds of glory. It's just a matter of how we look at it, how we perceive it. But really, your walls don't protect you any less than God is protecting you. We're in this world, and therefore we have that sukkah that represents that. And so it's a celebration of the Jewish mission, that we went out of Egypt and we're in the desert, and by learning how to live with God in this world, how to live a spiritual life in the physical world, that we're going to inspire non-Jews to do the same and to come closer to God. That is our unique mission. And at the end, we celebrate So there's one extra day, the eighth day, Shmini Atzeret or Simchat Torah, where that's unique for the Jews. That's, it says, an extra day, say to the Jewish people, I want you to stay with me an extra day. And that's a celebration of our own uniqueness, our own unique, because you have to be united, but you don't want to lose your unique self. So you need solidarity, but you need to be also singled out and realize that you cannot mix completely, meaning you have to love everyone, all the nations, respect them, but don't forget your mission, because if you forget your mission, then the non-Jews also are going to forget their mission, and everybody is going to be mixed up together, and we won't know what we're here for. So let's try to infuse ourselves with those ideas, and understand that now is a time where we're building that limbo world, so to say, that in between world, like we said before, where we try to use all the thought, all the experience that we had during those 10 days and put them into practice, and really make a difference, save the world, and use our. It's a time of action. It's a time of action. It's when we shake. So try to do mitzvahs, try to help people. It's a great time on Sukkot to invite the orphans, to invite widows, to invite singles, divorced women, to really take care of everyone, to have guests in your sukkah, and to take care of people who are poor, take care of people who don't have, because that's really the goal of the Jew. He builds a kind of a security, safe space where he can invite others to come, like Avraham Avinu, who had his sukkah open with 4 doors, and he will take the one who did the Avodah Zarah, who an idolater, and he will wash his feet and respect them and show him love and kindness and give him food and talk to him about God and how he loves us all and how we can come close to him by recognizing that he's here and that he loves us and he's giving. So that's a little bit the idea of all that experience. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we have those amazing thoughts, and now we try to download it and put it into practice, and Sukkot, and experience as being superheroes with our own unique mission, and make sure we show love, unity, respect to everyone around us, to all the nations. And God willing, if we do that properly, everyone is going to be inspired. And when we see the sukkah, then we're going to say, "Oh, that's a taste of the world with the temple, with God's presence. We want that, and if everybody wants it, then it will happen." So may we all be able to have an amazing Sukkot, to experience real life with God in our foramos, into our domain, in our everyday life, in every action we do. And let's use our unique mission, our unique ID as Jews, identity, to really make a difference in the world, and show the example. Only by showing the example, I'm going to make a difference, not waiting for others to do it. It's not the heads that are going to change the world, it's the people on the bottom. And God willing, we should experience all that very, very soon, and eat from the fish that will be used in the sukkah of the Leviathan. It says at the end, if I remember correctly, the skin of the fish of the Leviathan will be used as a sukkah. And that all that is a hint at what's going to happen at the end of time, and we can have a taste right here now with our own sukkah. So may you all have an amazing Chag Sameach. full of joy, tremendous passion, excitement about who you are, about what your mission is, and go into actions. Become better than you ever before. Take upon yourself new actions of goodness in this world. Refine your character traits and help those that are in need. By helping others that are in need, we fulfill our mission, and that's what Hashem wants the most. I always repeat the same thing. The prophets all the time and anywhere in the Torah always says, take care of the stranger, meaning the Gerim, people who convert, needs to be helped, loved, respected. People who don't have any money, who are poor, people who are widowed or orphans, all those are the ones that need the most help. And let's not forget the divorced. Anybody who is vulnerable and alone and doesn't have much help and support. Those are the ones that God is looking at and see if we have humanity in us, and that's what's gonna make the real difference. So may we all be able to become one of those people who help those in needs, and then we'll be the real superheroes. Chag Sameach to everyone.